It's your boy JamelHarden, collectionoftheheart.com, purpleandchrome.com. Here to talk about this thing I keep seeing online about you shouldn't have to tell somebody how to love you. I'm against that, technically. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. So to say that you're telling me I have to pull from something. I have to. That's a natural thing. Pulling from somewhere. So if I come to you, there's things you may not like, there's things my ex may like, but you may not like. There's things vice versa. So to tell somebody you shouldn't have to show them how to love you, you should. Now, you shouldn't have to repeat it. That's the difference. You shouldn't have to repeat it, but you should tell somebody how you like to be liked. Because if I come to you after dealing with, and I come to you, sometimes what she may have liked, and my ex might have said, hey, when you're dealing with a woman, you got to do this. So now I'm coming to you, me doing that. You might be like, But you have to communicate that. Communication. You should tell me how you want to be loved and what you respect out of me. Because it might be the smallest things and you sitting there, oh, you should know better. Well, if I'm talking to you and you never came across that and told me, how would I know? Stop letting the social media tell you certain things. Now you out of love because you cut somebody off because they shaved and you don't like a man who shaved, without having that conversation with him. It was one day I saw a post, right? I guess the algorithms had them like back to back was the weirdest shit. It was like one woman said, I don't like a man who shaves, and every woman in the comment was like, yeah, that's such and such. That's not manly. That's feminine. A man who shaves is da, 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 da. Right under it, there was a post that it said, I like my man shaving. And all the girls, yeah, I like a clean shaven man. Everything, shave everything. And I sat there and looked at that shit like, wow. Now, if I was dating her, she would have told me she liked a man who shaved. If I was dating her, she would have told me that she liked a man who don't shave. But now if I dated her, we broke up, and I went to her, she'd have been talking about me to her friends about I don't shave, and da-da-da-da-da, and vice versa. She would have been saying, he shaves, he's this and that. So in the beginning, this is what happens. In the beginning, you have to make sure you speak, communicate the things you like. Granted, not really about shaving, it was just an example, but speak, communicate. Hey, I expect before you go to bed to call me, I expect this. Don't go over assuming. Don't assume that they should know this, because there's some girls who tell a guy, hey, listen, I don't need to speak to you every day. Every other day is fine. Then it might be a girl, yo, I need you to speak to me in the morning, lunch, and dinner. And all while you're expecting him to know what you like or what she like, and what he like, but who's to say? We gotta learn to communicate. Like if I like things done a certain way, I don't like you out here yelling and screaming and cursing in front of my job, talking to me crazy in public. I'm gonna explain that to you. Yo, listen, I don't get down like that. Once you do it, then I could cut you off. But if I never told you that and we have a little mishap and I'm angry, you'll be like, but, I'm gonna let you know. So communicate. Because some people don't know better. They dealt with somebody who's kind of, so with that being said, communicate. Spend the first couple of dates, few first, days on the phone, y'all little flirting ways, what you like and what you don't like. And let them express too and see what they do and don't. Don't just tell so they know how to treat you until they get what they get. Have a real conversation. Because soon as you see that something that you talked about that they didn't, like they went against, you say, listen, I told you, and you're doing this. So guess what? They would have to understand. They have to respect it. But if you never said nothing about it, and they're like, oh, you never told me you didn't like that. Why you cut me off? You never told me that. Don't give them no ammo to do that to you. So you should tell somebody how you like to be loved. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, they just being disrespectful. No, I'm talking about like the simple things. Like, yo, this is how I like you to call me. I like to, when you call me this way, it's be a little assertive. So they can never say you never said it. They can never complain about, well, you never told me. If you want them to call you in the morning, be a good morning call. Or if you like to do that, hey, listen, I like to call in the morning, say good morning, and I like to call you at night to say good night. Is that a problem? They say, yeah, then you can keep it moving. Don't wait till you get months in and realize, oh, he don't like when I do that again. No, now you're arguing because he wasn't receptive or she wasn't receptive to it, but you never had a conversation of what y'all about. Stop getting on the phone in the beginning talking about sex. Talk about real shit. Talk about what you like. Ask what she like, or vice versa. He or she, whatever you into, We got to get into the point where we are telling people what we love and like so they could treat us right and we don't have to regret it. It'd be a lot of regrets because we don't tell somebody and then we fall in love and realize they're not doing the things we really like or love. Some of y'all be like, I like flowers, he never gave me flowers. They don't, and half the time you never told him you like flowers. I'm a flowers man, but I dated girls who might say they didn't like flowers. They hate flowers. There's no use for flowers. Then you got girls who, I love flowers. I take flowers any occasion. And then what you do? So if you tell me you like flowers, so I would know to get you. Oh, I like flowers into my job at random times. Also, he know what to do on special occasions. Now, some women don't like it. Express yourself. Express yourself. And ladies, ask a man what his likes and dislikes so you know if you're capable of dealing with him from his likes and dislikes. Oh, you don't like this? You don't like me checking up on you? You don't like this? Well, we can't date. That solves a lot of beginning issues. Don't let that beginning conversation only be about sex. Because men are not guilty of that either. Women are guilty also. It's not just the men. Women are guilty too. Have a conversation that would lead to see if y'all really would like each other. You're showing somebody how you like to be loved. So if they don't adhere to your rules, your likes, your dislikes, you could cut them off. Sometimes I think y'all don't like to tell people, so when they don't adhere to your rules, you keep them around because, well, I never really tell them I didn't like it. No, you let it be known, and your self-accountability. Hold yourself accountable for letting somebody know, and if you don't do anything about it, you know it's your fault. Right? So start being upfront. Limit the sex conversation in the beginning. Get to the real deal. Unless you just want to have sex, and I can't tell you what to do. But if it's you looking for, if you and him or you and her are looking for a sustainable relationship, Explain what you like, what you love, and what you dislike from your partner or things around you. So it limit every other BS. And you can hold yourself accountable if they don't adhere to what you like and dislike, and then you don't do nothing about it. All right? It's your boy JamelHarden. It's Friday night. Forgive me for my rant. Collectionoftheheart.com. I got the Collection of a Heart t-shirts you could purchase. I got some books. I got a varsity jacket. I'm looking to really drop real soon. You could pre-order, but looking to drop. Much love. Collectionoftheheart.com.